Hello Taurus, and welcome to your general guidance for the next few weeks with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for being here. Get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever it is that you want. Put your feet up. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. All right, and this is for the rest of March and into April. Okay, all righty. Let's have a little look what we've got going on. I'm going to bring the camera down while we choose the cards. Okay, so these are the wisdom of the oracle. We want that coming out. We've got soulmates. We have got imagine. That's been coming out quite a lot, actually, the imagine card. And come to the edge. Oh, they want that one as well. Okay, never-ending story. Something needs to shift here. Okay, we are approaching your birthday season. All right, not quite yet, but when we're approaching birthday season, which is the beginning of your new year, we start, for my Taurus sons, obviously, we start to wrap up old cycles. We start to wrap up the last year. So that sort of come to the edge, look at what you need to wrap up and let go of before we get to your birthday season is important at this time. Okay, so we've got soulmates. This beautiful card, let me get rid of that for a minute. Okay, this lovely card, number 41, that's a 5. 5s are about change and sort of pushing out of comfort zones and a little bit of shifting and moving things around. Okay, so soulmates, this can be friends, this can be partners, this can be somebody you just feel really connected with, either on a positive or a negative. All right, many people seem to think that soulmates is going to be the love of your life and the person you're going to grow old with. Not necessarily. Your soulmate can be your worst enemy. And that's helpful too, because they come in to show you something that needs to be poked, prodded, fixed, sorted, whatever. But we'll see what the tarots say when we add the rest in. We've got the imagine card, right? Imagining. 22s are all about building relationships, building foundations, building the good stuff. Okay, what do I want to build for myself? What do I want to bring down and into my world and being for myself? I need to come to the edge to look at it. This is a card of take a risk. Peer over the parapet. What's over there? What's over there? What's the risks? What's the benefits? Let's have a little look and let's be prepared to try something new, because something here is wanting to wrap up. The never-ending story, 37 is a 10. It comes down to what needs to end so that we can have a new beginning. It might be a habit, a behavior. It might be old hurts, repeated cycles, basically. Okay, so let's find out some more. Let's bring in the tarot and find out some more for my Taurus, my lovely earth signs. Come on then, what we got for my Taurus people for the rest of March and April. Now we are in the astrological new year. Let me just talk about this for a little minute. We've started the astrological new year, the equinox. We've come to next week. We've got that big solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, can't remember, big eclipse, 29th, 30th of March in Aries. So the Aries is about the identity and really looking at self. All of that is going on. Okay, so we need to embrace that energy and look at what we're eclipsing out and what is going on for us. All right, so let's find out some more. This is the Tarot of Dreams. We've got the Queen of Coins, the Page of Cups, the 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's something this needs to end here. Okay, with the 2 of Swords, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. That's what I call the I don't know card, the 2 of Swords. Right, let's find out some more. We've got the King of Wands, the 10 of Cups. Look at all of this, imagining what happiness you want to create for yourself. But we've got that Devil showing up with the 2 of Cups. Okay, all right. Let's make, it makes sense to me. Okay. This is from hoping to having affirmation cards. All right, these are mine. All right, tell me about my Taurus. What's the most appropriate affirmation for my lovely Taurus people? I am growing beautiful new relationships and improving the ones I already have. Good. Okay, because we've got the Two of Cups with the soulmate. So yes, this is making sense. Now, we're going to look at the general energy, and then we're going to come into looking at money and career and loving connections. So we'll see what comes through with that as well. Okay. We also have I am limitless. I can be, do, and have anything I align with within my highest good. Okay, so in this limitless energy, what is that I want to create? Because we've got that imagine card, right? Which what we imagine, what we think about, we can bring about. What do we imagine that we're wanting? Because I'm limitless. I am limitless. I can be, do, and have anything I align with within my highest good. Now, remembering that when we are in this energy of creating, finishing off the old, opening up to the new, embracing all these new higher vibrational energies, we are shifting our perception about our relationships. I am growing beautiful new relationships and improving the ones I already have. Why is that? Because we're moving more into the heart energy, living from the heart rather than from the mind or from the solar plexus. We're really feeling what feels right for me. I want to get you a couple of these. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. Tell me more for Taurus, please. Thank you. Express yourself. Oh, I have two here wanting to come out. Okay. We have enjoy and mission complete. Right. Lovely. Okay. Mission complete. Congratulations. You made it. Okay. What does that one say down there? The old is ending. The new is coming. You see, all of us are in this new energy. But for my Taurus sons, as you come into towards the end of April and into your season, we're starting to, as I say, wrap up the old, ready for the new. And you're on the back of this lovely new equinox energy, astrological new year energy. That's all helping you to push forward, to look at everything, to examine what you want, what you don't want, what's going, what's staying, what's coming, looking at all of that stuff in any area of life. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, now we've got the soulmates, and as I said, soulmates can be your new love of your life. This can be the current person in your life. This could be somebody new coming in, and it could be a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic. And as I said, sometimes it's a poke and a prod from something that's a bit more uncomfortable. But we have this soulmates coming in with the Queen of Coins and the King of Wands. All right. Two royals. Royals are powerful, okay? The Queen of Coins is very Taurus energy. It is all about our stability, financial stability, security, that we're grounded, safe, secure, and we're doing it from a place of empowerment and passion and enthusiasm and determination. The King of Wands is entrepreneur energy. Managerial energy. It's my life. What do I want from it? I'm in charge. I'm making things happen. So you are looking at this. Now, this can be something new coming in, but because we've got this, not but, they're saying not but, no, okay, I am growing beautiful new relationships and improving the ones I already have. So this is a time where you are examining your relationships. It could be a family member, a partner, as I said, any kind of strong relationship. You're really looking at it and you're saying, is it grounded, safe, secure, stable financially? Is it empowering? Is it passionate? Is it full of determination and drive? And if it's not, then I need to put some energy into that, because I am limitless. I can be, do, and have anything I align with. Okay, within my highest good. But important to express yourself. All right, expressing yourself. So you're going to talk about it. You're going to show it. You're going to discuss it. Communication is key. Talk about it. Reach out. So, if you're meeting somebody new, you're going to be expressing yourself. You're going to be telling them all about you. You're going to be asking questions about them. You're going to be exploring. Well, we also need to do that within our existing relationships, really expressing yourself, okay? Because as you do this, you are aligning yourself with joy. Enjoy. Allow yourself to enjoy life. Do fun stuff. Great times are ahead. Great times are ahead because mission complete. Congratulations, you made it. You've wrapped up the old, you're stepping into the new, and that new is great times ahead. So what are those times? We want to be imagining what we want to create. So if I want to be in the joy and I'm going to be expressing myself, I need to start really imagining what that looks like and feels like. I want to get into the energy of it, because this here is all about your happiness. We've got the Page of Cups, which is opportunities for new enjoyment, joy, that more happiness, things that is going to lift you, things that make you feel good. Right, with the Ten of Cups, which is the Happy Ever After card, and this is a connections card. There's always the family on the card here. It doesn't have to be, but it's allowing yourself to connect with yourself. Always start with you, okay, connecting with yourself, and then your friendships, your family, your neighborhood, opening up to new friendships, imagining what that might look like and feel like. So if you are in a situation where perhaps your social life has kind of almost died and you hardly ever go out and you don't see anybody, then I want you to imagine new friendships or reconnecting with old friendships and the joy and happiness that might bring you. People that you might have known a long time and perhaps you've lost touch with, haven't seen them for a while. What is it that's your definition of happiness? This isn't just about people, right? Happiness means different things for different people. So allowing yourself to imagine, creating. You might want to journal, you might want to do a vision board, or you might simply want to imagine something, someone, some situation that you want to create. But it's going to mean you coming out of your comfort zone a little bit. Come to the edge is looking at something that might look a bit airy, scary. Okay, it's like, oh, well, I could go and join that thing that's at the local community centre, but, and then the fears come up. That's their devil there saying, oh yeah, but, oh, don't bother, stay as you are, you're safer as you are. All right, that voice that says, don't bother, that voice that says it's impossible. But when we decide, when we choose to say, no, I'm doing this, I am going to do this. If I keep doing what I've always done, I'm going to get what I've always got. It's time for me to come to the edge and look at something more exciting, fulfilling, more, what am I looking for here with the words? More enriching. We want a life that's enriched. And that can be money, but it's so much more than that, isn't it? We want the health, we want the energy, we want the vitality. You know, this could be, I want to join a gym. And it's like, oh God, yeah, but, and all the buts come up, okay? But if we do this, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is the ending of the old struggle. And that's the struggle there with the devil. It wants to kind of keep up saying, no, you can't do that. Don't bother. It's not going to work. All those doubts and fears. But we've got to look at it and say, yes, but I've been in this repeated cycle for long enough. And only I can change it. I might not have all the answers at this time with the Two of Swords. I might not know exactly what I meant to do and how I meant to do it. But if I set my intention with this imagination, if I set my focus to say, I can make this happen, and I feel the fear and do it anyway, then the path will unfold even if I don't have all the answers right now. Because I'm determined to step into a life with that Two of Cups that is more loving and more connected and more enriched. This is self-love as well as loving others. So I want to love myself enough that I push myself to come to the edge, peep over the parapet and say, do you know what, I'm going for it because it's time for me to end this cycle. Even though the devil is there kind of going, don't bother, we're saying, no, it's time for me to end this never-ending story. Let's imagine you've been trying to get healthy for a long time, and it, goes all right for a while, then it kind of goes off again and it doesn't work, and it's like, right, this is the time I'm making it happen. No more never-ending story. This is the time I make it happen. Now, if this is about a relationship for you, let's say that you're in a relationship that isn't going particularly well, and you're sitting there kind of going, here we go again. This was the same with my last relationship and the one before that. Why am I in this situation again? That's the devil energy saying that's all you deserve. What do you expect? And it's like, no, I'm ending that now. I'm imagining a real soulmate, a really healthy, happy relationship. I'm imagining new friendships and new romance. I'm imagining what it could be. And it's okay if I haven't got all the answers right now. They'll unfold. As I take one step forward, the universe will meet me halfway, and then it'll light up the next step for me. So I've just got to trust here and allow myself to move forward. This is lovely, but important to express yourself, okay? Be open to these new friendships, relationships, and expanding and strengthening and growing the ones you already have, because the time of you kind of being, okay, they want me to talk about this for a minute. This mission complete, okay? Many of us have been in quite challenging circumstances over the last few years, and you're wondering perhaps what the hell it was all about. But it's saying, well, in some way that grew me, strengthened me, stretched me, toughened me up, made me more resilient, made me more self-aware of what I will and won't put up with, and that helped me strengthen my boundaries and make some changes. All of that was effort. But that, if that was your mission, is now complete. Congratulations, you made it. The ending is now happening, so the new beginning can come in. And the new beginning, I want you to align with it being easier. Not easy necessarily, but easier. That it's in more flow, that it's more aligned with who you are now, because you have grown, you have stretched, you have strengthened. And now we can take that forward to the next level. Okay? All of us, whatever star sign you are in this energy of next level. We're rising up, we're moving forward, everything's shifting. All of us, but different star signs, sun signs, and whether you watch for your moon or your rising, it's a slightly different emphasis, but all of us are rising up. And that means changes for the better. All right? Okay. I'm going to look at money and career. Before we do, let me get a mouthful of coffee. Thank you very much. Okay, and also to let you know, I've put all my books, all my books, on a discount of around about 25-30%. Me and Maths, we're not friends, but it's roughly that, okay? It doesn't show as discount on Amazon because I don't know how to do that. Do you know what? I'm not the font of all knowledge. I did try, but I couldn't figure it out. So I just reduced the price of the books at source. Where I upload them to Amazon, I just change the price on there from like 20 to 15, from 25 to 20, depending whether it's dollars or whether it's pounds or whatever. And just everything came down, all right? Because the Spirit wants more people. The universe wants more people to really step into their best life, and that's what my books are showing you how to do. Step-by-step guide about the law of attraction and how to create what you want to create. So check that out, and also to let you know about my events, okay? Because we've got London and Orlando coming up now in only about 7 weeks. So if you want to grab tickets, the link is below. All right? Spend the day with me manifesting and in that abundance mindset. Okay, right. Let's have a look at money and career then. All right. So these are mine from hoping to having wealth and success. For my Taurus, please, about money and career. If you're retired and you don't want to work, you're not working, that's done for you. Just take the money part, okay? Right, we've got 3 coming out. I was only wanting 1, but we will take all 3. So let's have a look. Okay. Let's get rid of this for a little minute. All right. I acknowledge my skills, my talents, my dedication, my hard work, my commitment, my drive, my determination, and my discipline to my goal. I own and recognize my accomplishments proudly. All right. This is a card about recognizing yourself, isn't it? Because we don't. And we should. So this is you saying, right, if I'm in terms of money and career, and particularly career here, okay, I acknowledge, all right, do you acknowledge? Do you realize how skilled you are, your experience, what you've achieved, what you've done? Do you acknowledge it? So I want you to acknowledge it, okay? I own and recognize my accomplishments proudly. As you own that, it raises the vibration and moves you into more success to accomplish even more. I am aligned with success now. I am already successful. You see, if you don't recognize your achievements, you will unlikely feel successful. But when you acknowledge them, you move into the energy of success and you align with it more. And then more success comes. It is a flow. It's a knock-on effect. I create success easily and automatically. Do you see the way that these three cards all are aligned with each other, which is why they've come out together? A very strong emphasis here for you, Taurus, about acknowledgement, self-acknowledgement, because as you do that, you realize, wow, look at me, you know, I'm actually really quite successful. No matter where you are on that path, when you recognize your achievements, you see how far you've come, you feel that success, then you align with it, and then you create more of it. Okay? So a strong energy here of real acknowledgement. Perhaps that's your never-ending story, that you never really acknowledge how successful you already are. So it keeps kind of going backwards because you're not aligned with the success, because you don't see it, you don't recognize it. But when you do, no matter where you are, don't worry about, you know, this is a thing that people do. Like, if I was earning that much money, or if I had that title, then I'd be successful. No, be successful in who you are and the level you are now, because as you do that, you step into creating more. And it's really positive, powerful energy, okay? Now, with money and career, we're going to add in some tarot in a minute, but I want you to also take everything we've already got on the table, okay? We're going to add another layer. So we're going to use the Rider-Waite deck. Tell me about money and career for Taurus, please, for the next few weeks. Rest of March and into April. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. Three of Cups. There's that celebration with a strategy and a plan. Okay, as I see and recognize my achievements and my successes, and I align with more success, I'm stepping into this really lovely celebratory energy. And it's also connected energy, the Three of Cups. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with my friends, with my loved ones. I'm celebrating. I feel really good. Look at me go, wow, now I can come up with a plan, a strategy for how I'm taking that success forward even more. Because I acknowledge and recognize my own accomplishments proudly, then I can decide, do I want more? Actually, I'm really happy where I am. There's nothing wrong with being happy where you are. We haven't always got to be reaching for the stars. That doesn't suit everybody. It suits some. Some are very ambitious and some are perfectly happy to stay where they are because it's working for them. Whatever works for you, have your plan, have your strategy. If you want to stay where you are, I'm happy where I am, it's working for me, all is good, great. Well, then you still need a plan to maintain what you've already got. What's my plan to maintain it? All right, if I want to grow it, what's my plan to grow it? If I'm choosing to actually step down in my career, which I've done on more than one occasion because of circumstances, and it was the right thing to do. I didn't see it as a failure because I'd stepped down. I saw it as massive success that I was willing to do that. So what is the plan for you? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can also be a card of deceit and deception, but I don't feel it is in these circumstances. But then saying that, because of what's underneath it, the never-ending story, Yeah, they're saying, okay, for some of you, not many, but for some of you, because we've got the never-ending story, which is a heavy card with the Two of Swords of I don't know. If you have found that in your work life or in your money life, you're back to square one, you keep going round in circles, that, you know, you thought this one was going to be different and they've lied, they've deceived, they promised you the promotion, it didn't come, they promised you the pay rise, it didn't happen, this has happened before. Okay, well then maybe it's happened because I'm not recognizing or seeing my own accomplishments, but I am now. So I'm coming up with a plan to change that. Don't get into this devil energy if I can't, okay? Get into the energy of I can, because I am limitless. I can be, do, and have anything I align with. So what's the plan? What is the anything that you want? Don't forget we've got the imagine card underneath there. I'm imagining what I want and I can achieve it. Okay, so what's the outcome then for money and career for my Taurus? Two of Cups. I'm loving it. I'm loving life. I'm loving what I'm doing. We've got the Two of Cups showing up twice here. Okay. So the Two of Cups, as we said, self-love, self-worth, loving others, loving what you do, being in a passionate place, being happy. All right. We've got the happiness energy in this row. Okay. 10 of Cups, Page of Cups. Being happy in my work, being happy with my investments. And your investments are also your home, your property is your biggest investment of your life for most people. So get into that energy of joy. Express yourself, okay? Express yourself. You want that promotion, apply for it. Tell your boss you want that promotion. Go talk to HR. Talk to your partner about how they might be able to support you. Express yourself. And do it from a place of loving compassion and emotional maturity and calmness. The Two of Cups with the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Hearts, is all about her personal happiness. She's not a drama queen. She doesn't kick off this, that, and the other. She's very calm, compassionate, kind. So I want you to be kind with yourself, particularly if you're in this never-ending story. Don't beat yourself up, because that's the devil saying you don't deserve it, don't bother, you're rubbish. No, no, no. Compassion, kindness, self-love, and a plan is what gets you to this celebratory energy. Okay? Right. Let's find out some more about loving connections. All right. So these are mine from hoping to having loving connections. All the cards I use are linked below. You know this, okay? Including the links to my website, books, events, blah, blah, blah. Okay, my heart is open. In terms of loving connections, my heart is open. I am open to my own love and access all that I am and all that I can be. Now, isn't that just lovely? Lovely, lovely words. If you're washing the dishes, just pause for a little minute and focus on the card and drink it in. My heart is open. I am open to my own love and access all that I am and all that I can be. When we're in this energy of this open heart, it influences every area of life, not just our relationships. It's a beautiful, abundant, gentle, caring, compassionate, loving energy. And we've got the Two of Cups on the table twice with the soulmates and the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so my heart is open. Now, don't forget, you've also got this one. I am growing beautiful new relationships and improving the ones I already have because my heart is open. Because I am open to my own sense of love. Then the open heart means there's more love flowing out to others. But it begins with that love flowing into yourself. So let's find out some more about loving relationships. I'm going to use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. So this can be family, friends, work colleagues, anybody you've got a connection with, okay? Loving connections. All right, tell me about relationships, please. Connections for my Taurus for the next few weeks. Thank you. Well, we've got the World. Something's shifting big time. Something's ending. Okay? Now that could be a lack of love, a lack of self-love, a lack of not recognizing and seeing you. That can be what's ending. The world is a significant shift, a significant door closing so that we're opening a new door. So what is ending for you in terms of loving connections? Is it that you are perhaps not been treating yourself very well, being hard with yourself, or perhaps you have got caught up in some kind of toxic relationship that is poisoning you energetically, mentally, emotionally, and you're saying, do you know what? I love myself enough to say that's done, and I'm ending that situation. My heart is open, and I am open to my own love and access all that I am and all that I can be. Mission complete. If you've been waiting for the right time to leave that partner or end that situation or end the friendship or distance yourself from a family member, whatever it is for you, something is ending here. It does not have to be the end of a relationship. It can be the end of a challenge within the relationship that has now resolved itself because you're in the Queen of Hearts energy with all the self-love, the heart open, and we're able to find resolution, find our way forward. We're expressing ourselves. Don't forget, these are all relevant as well to your loving connections. Expressing yourself, communication is key. Talk about it, reach out so that we get into this joy. Allow yourself to enjoy life. Do fun stuff. You know, if your relationship, let's say you're in a long-term relationship and it's got a bit stale and a bit flat, you know, when was the last time you had a date night, something you both enjoy doing together, like you used to do when you were dating? You'd go and do things together that you enjoyed. Let's get back into this. So, you know, for those of you coupled up in a long-term relationship, we can absolutely reconnect if it feels right for you by expressing yourself, opening your heart, talking about it. We can end a difficult cycle. But if the relationship itself has been the devil energy, narcissistic, limiting, restricting, controlling, no, I'm done with that now. If your situation has been just pure loneliness, no real relationships, no real friendships, that's what wants to come to an end, because we're ready to grow beautiful new relationships. We're going to come to the edge and give it a go. Okay? So we're open to this endings and new beginnings with an open heart. Tell me more about loving connections for Taurus, please. Faith, the Hierophant. We've also got the Eight of Wands, the Tower, the Nine of Wands. I want to talk about those for a moment. So let's have a look at these. Okay. So we've discussed the world. So let's look at these. The Faith card, this is the Hierophant. Let me get rid of that for a little minute. Okay. The Hierophant is marriage, commitments, long-term stability, security, something going all the way. It's a number 5. That's change. Okay. Number 5, growth as well. So have faith that I am moving my relationships to the next level. I used those words earlier, yes? 8 of Wands. This is things moving forward. This is the brakes are off and the blocks have gone, and I'm ready to move it forward, and I'm ready to do it now. The Tower is sudden change, sweeping change. We're not planning this for the next 6 months. We're diving into it now because we need to end this struggle. The Nine of Wands is the battle-weary soldier. All right, he's not going to give up. This is a card of perseverance. I'm going to push through it. It might be a bit of an effort, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so in terms of my relationships, it might be an effort to have that conversation with somebody that needs to be had, but it'll be worth it because something new is opening up. So what's the something new? We know that there's the opportunity here for new relationships to come in, new friendships to come in, to strengthen the ones you have. But it takes a bit of effort and it can happen, right? So we're not giving up. We're moving forward. We don't want all of those. That's too many, but we will have the one that's the right way up. Look at, there's the outcome, the Sun. Just beautiful. Bottom of the deck, I've got the King of Cups they want me to take as well. Now we've got the Queen of Cups up here. Now we've got the King of Cups going with it. The Sun is the outcome of putting the effort in to allow this change, transition, to open that heart. The Sun comes out. The most positive, beautiful, brightest card in the deck. The sun shines on things and they grow. Yes, when we are in that sunlight, we open up, we are nourished. As soon as we're in sunlight, our body starts producing vitamin D, which influences all sorts of different hormones, including dopamine, and we feel good, we feel better, we feel more relaxed. What the sun shines on grows in terms of plants and trees, but also people. Okay, this is a beautiful uplifting energy leading to the King of Cups, which is this beautiful, compassionate, loving, open heart. The King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, but he is a very loving energy. So we're moving more and more into the heart. He's also mature, emotionally mature, as is she. No tears and tantrums, just a calm zen flow, and it's beautiful. Is absolutely beautiful. So Taurus, this is a time for you to grow beautiful new relationships, strengthen the ones you have. If they're worth strengthening, if they're not, let's let them go. Express yourself, step into joy, because mission is complete of this cycle that you've been in for really the last 2 years or so is now coming to a close, and we're moving into brand new opportunities and brand new energy. All right, okay, let's finish off with an angel card for you. These are the Oracle of the Angels for Taurus, please. Thank you so much for my beautiful Taurus. Okay, source of life. You have everything that you need, you know, within you and around you, but this particular card is tapping into the source of all life, the energy source, the chi, the God force, the I am force, the universal force. Look at the energy pouring down and over this man, under that what looks like a waterfall of energy coming from the hands of God, from a place of love and peace and light. I want you to shower yourself with this light and with this energy. I visualize this card sometimes when I'm in the shower, and I just connect up with my thoughts saying, thank you for raining down all your love and light on me. Thank you for raining down all the energy that I need for this day. Thank you for pouring that light into my heart so I live from a place of love. Can't always achieve it because I'm a human being, and sometimes I get a bit difficult, challenging, arsey, because I'm imperfect. But on the whole, I try to live from my heart. So tap into this source of life so that you too can live from the heart, and you'll find that life is far more beautiful when you do. All right? So Taurus, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Give it a like, drop me a comment, even if it's a thumbs up or a little heart emoji. That's lovely too. Do you know, when you put comments in, it helps YouTube know that you like my stuff, and so they show it to more people, which helps my channel to grow. Because, you know, somebody said in one of the comments, you know, well, aren't you big enough the way you are? Why do you need to grow? It's like, well, these messages are to reach as many people as possible. My job is to be the light in the darkness, to be the guidance, to be the inspiration, and that's what I try to do. So the more people that get to see these videos, the more people I can help. And you just giving it a like and dropping a little comment helps that enormously. So thank you. All right, I will be back on the weekend with your weekly collective reading. You're getting the hang of it now. I know when I first started doing the collective readings, you're like, if it doesn't say Taurus, I'm not watching it. But you're realizing now that there is something there for everybody, including you. Okay, I'll see you soon. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.